folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Not Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to have a look at the two new Gothic cards from Anson Maddocks. I really do like Anson's art, and I do want to have a look at the two new cards from Anson together with all of you. I personally have skipped Gothic spoilers as far as I could. Of course, I had looked at a couple, the official ones, but since the set came out, and I have not been able to open boxes, I more or less like did not really watch a lot of the pack openings because I want to experience it for myself. We still don't know when the release date will be over here in Europe. I think the stores officially mentioned 19th of December will be the day we will be releasing, or we will be receiving. They will be releasing and we will be receiving our Gothic boxes. If that is the day when they get it and when they're gonna ship it out, and what happens with the stress and drama at the post offices during Christmas, I honestly don't know. I don't want to complain about it anymore. You know it. I think it's super frustrating. It is what it is. I think that there is no official statement from the company is a bad thing, and I would have loved more communication about this. And you can say, yeah, but the boxes will arrive eventually, and then you can open them. It's not the same. You want to experience this release together. That's what we normally would like to do. Everybody else is opening their boxes. Um, Friends like Cardboard Guide have ordered from Team Covenant, and they already have their boxes. And of course, they ordered over here in Europe as well. Those did not arrive, but they at least could open a couple of boxes. I had a look at the box opening, the most recent box opening from Jens and Sophie, and I really enjoyed it because they enjoy the card so much. Yeah, pulling a unique foil seems to be super special. Again, I don't really know. I had a look at a couple of box openings from Louis. I really like Louis' channel. I think he's a really nice guy. He was one of the, if not the first one, to actually talk to me in the surrounding of TCG talks, which I often do with artists and people from the industry, people from other channels. So I really enjoyed that immensely. But for the rest, I didn't really have a look at a lot. I didn't want to wait to have a look at Anson's cards, though, because I'm very curious. I think I just will put them up on the screen, and I will have a look here so I don't tell you anything wrong, because it's very simple. I took a screenshot of the card because as I'm filming this, of course, I can't see the card, but I still want to visualize it so I can tell you my opinion about it. We got the Hemo Golem here, which is an interesting one. I know these things as homunculus in mythology or horror stories. Normally they are like small. I think even in Hellboy they had like a big homunculus in one of the stories, which actually is made out of flesh, clay, and alchemy infused magic, which is not technically magic, but it's more like the stuff, like scientific stuff. It's not magic. It's more scientific scientific stuff. Science and alchemy combining to create life. And the Hemogolem very much reminds me of this. A lead automaton of pounding flesh. I think it looks very cool. I would be curious about the size, because normally a homunculus or a small golem is not too big, but it seems to be very strong. So I assume it's a big life-sized one, maybe even over bigger than the normal human. 4 cost, 4 power, which is pretty nice. Again, it's elite, so that's cool as well. Anson's other card, Font of Life from Alpha and Beta, has been exceptional, so it's pretty cool that we do have a unique here, which I kind of unique elite here, which I kind of like. And I think the colors are pretty interesting. What does the card do? Damage dealt to units by Hemogolem strikes heals you, but damage it takes is dealt to you as well. So you're directly connected to the Hemogolem. It can regenerate normally because of the way it is created. That's maybe reflected in the fact that once it strikes another creature, or unit in this case, it actually heals you, but as it is connected to you as the creator as well, once it does take damage, you also receive that damage. I think it's interesting to see that on the left side we got like the kind of everything's kind of stitched together, and it looks a bit like it's different parts that have been used for the Hemogolem. So I think it's kind of interesting. I like that it's a bit small though. On the bottom right you see Anson 2024. And I got a couple of Anson's signatures and a couple of Anson's artist proofs. I also do have the Font of Life artist proof, and he normally signs it with his name and the date, but that seems like a very small signature. Maybe they made it a little smaller in post-production. Can you call it like that? I think it's a cool card. The artwork is very unique, and I know Anson is watching these videos. So Anson, don't take this personally. I don't think the Hemogolem will be my favorite card of you. Simply because it's too creepy. You know, it's not a card like that has. Often Anson's cards are pretty dark, but they have like a very stylish element to it. Think of the Sengye Vampire or something like that. And this one is just a bit creepy, which of course is the purpose. I get it. So in itself, it's very good. It's not a piece of art I would put on the wall. Maybe that clarifies it a little bit. Not because it's bad art, but it's simply what it does to me when I see it and I feel it. I kind of like the card though, so it's interesting. Very cool. The second one I thought was very interesting as well. I'm gonna put it up on the screen too. The Interrogator. And the first thing I noticed, I'm going to talk about the card itself, is that there's no signature of Anson on here, or Anson's signature is missing. So I thought, yeah, maybe it's under the text box. But as you can see here, the backside of a foil, it's not under there neither. So I think they kind of like cropped the artwork or just used part of it without the signature. And as I look at the Hemogolem, it seems like the signature might have even been added because it's so small to the bottom right of the picture. They might have forgotten this here. I have to ask him if there is a bigger, if the original is bigger and maybe not as zoomed in, and if he has signed it or if he has purposely not signed this one, or if the signature is on there somewhere where I don't see it, but I can't find it. Like, yeah, this above the right shoulder could be an A, but that's not the A, like the nice flowing A Anson normally is using. About the card itself, I think it's very cool. Anson got an avatar. I think it fits. To resist your avatar is to choose agony. Nice one. The Interrogator looks kind of cool. I think the artwork itself is very cool. If you look at the back, the window and the shadows, very detailed. Obviously like a laboratory, that's the word, right? Something like that. Reminds me a little bit of Ashnod's Altar, which of course is an Antiquities card by Anson, which I really, really love. Love Antiquities. But we're talking about sorcery here, and I like that the guy is completely faceless with just the black S under the hood, so you don't see anything. I like the details in the back with all the instruments he's using to interrogate his victims, and I kind of, yeah, he's actually putting something in his eye, or like pulling out his eye. That's pretty nasty. Yes, I think it's pretty evil what he's doing. What does the interrogator do? Tap, play, or draw a side, as always. Whenever an ally strikes an enemy avatar, draw a spell unless they pay 3 life. Okay. Nicely done when it comes to the thematic way of interpreting this. Interpreting the interrogator. Nice alliteration. This art I really dig. This is to me very typical of Anson's art. Not that the Hemogolem is not, but this is the details, the shadows, the more or less cold and fitting colors, going from like more bluish, greenish, if you can say greenish, but you know, like more like turquoise, bluish, to a yellow on the right side, and it is combined. Both colors are combined on the robe of the interrogator himself, like the yellow and the bluish, and that the guy he's interrogating is barely not visible, but he clearly has a lot of different apparatus things already connected to him, probably getting pulled his eye out. I think this is very Anson, and I really, really dig this artwork. This is something I might be putting on my wall because, every time you look at it, you might be able to find something different. Zooming in on the picture, or what it is next to the window on the right, above the left shoulder. Not quite sure what that is. Might be a dragon eye or whatever, but that's a bit weird. Maybe it's a mirror that you see a little bit of the reflection of the back of the interrogator. That could be it. Yeah, and then to the right you got all the instruments and weird stuff. I think this is very cool. Like a little saw on top there, looks like. Yeah, nice. I like that one. Folks, let me know in the comments what your favorite sorcery card is so far. Slow video today, but that's okay. In terms of art, not in terms of gameplay. I think it's cool that Anson got 2 elite cards. I looked it up. It seems that the avatar is elite as well. Would have been awesome if it would have been unique, of course. But I think I'm not quite sure gameplay-wise if it's super strong or not yet. So we'll see. But I'm curious what, in terms of art, I really dig the interrogator. Honestly do. Maybe I do not come across as enthusiastic as I am about it, but that's a really nice piece of art, I think, and that's what I'm looking forward to in new sets, like art from artists I really can appreciate the art of. Then we can make like a 10-minute video just talking about 2 cards and the art of those 2 cards, and that's totally okay. Let me know in the comments what card you really like in Gothic. Then I can just look it up. At this point you get bombarded with spoilers anyways. Still have to check the curious and so on before I open any boxes, but yes, I would be curious, not curio. I would be curious what kind of cards you all think are awesome in terms of art in Gothic. For me, for now, I got a couple, and the interrogator is definitely on that list. Hopefully next Sunday we can enjoy actual cards on the channel. I am not sure if I can, because even if they arrive on Friday, I will be visiting family in Germany for Christmas. So yeah, unless they arrive on Thursday, I still have to wait until like the week after Christmas when I'm back. And that's the thing with the Christmas holidays and coming close to it when it comes to deliver product. But again, I'm not gonna bitch about it too much anymore because I'm done with that. And once it's here, it's here. And I will see how much I buy of it. And probably will focus on singles. Shingles. I do have a particular set of skills. Shingles. Probably focus on singles for Gothic because the whole opening experience kind of is missing for me at the moment. Maybe once I open the first box, I am getting dragged into it. But I guess you know what I mean. I'm looking forward to those comments about the cards because that's what I really enjoy, like the art, and I want to have a look at it. And yeah, for now, stay healthy, stay frosty. I talk to you next week. I hope you enjoyed Sorcery Sunday again. And thanks for listening. Bye.